At Bendigo Bank, we like to help communities grow. We concentrate on delivering you great products and services.
I like you so very much. So much, in fact, I gotta wake you up. It's not that I have words.
Because we know that if you grow, the community will grow with you. At the Bendigo, it starts with you.
Welcome back to the Geelong Cricket Show as we venture into the world of Geelong Cricket Association. And as we introduced at the beginning of our show, our special guest this week, the president of the Leopold Cricket Club, the Leopold Lions, Cam Horn. Cameron, the year so far for Leopold, you probably, with, as you mentioned in the first segment, without the availability of your home ground, what sort of disruption, if any, and do you think that may have had on the club?
It does have a large disruption financially. That's probably the main thing. But also the morale of the players seems to drop a little bit. We don't get a lot of players don't like playing Sundays. That's a fact. And we struggle each week. I know at the moment our first will probably play up to Christmas will be probably 8 weekends in a row on a Sunday, which we're going to try and relocate one of the games, the last ones, to a Saturday for them, just to make it a bit easier because they're older fellas on that side. But it does disrupt the club. So.
A lot of the guys go to church too on Sundays, Graham. So
you go to church, Dino, do you?
A bit like yourself, yes. I could just imagine. The roof of St Mary's Basilica would fall in if Dean Armstrong walked in, so please, no. Yeah, you mentioned Sunday cricket. I mean, looking at, for instance, Cricket Victoria, they took a decision, the Pennant Committee, for the first time ever, that they would not post-Christmas. There is, apart from finals, there is not one Sunday game scheduled because of the fact the players didn't want it.
Correct. I believe that's correct, actually.
So, there's a message there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a message. It is, especially in the lower grades, they'll definitely not play the Sundays. But the problem we have in Geelong is we don't have the ground resources, and that's an issue. So we do have to share grounds a lot, and that's why the Sunday games. It'd be great if we didn't have to play any at all on a Sunday. It'd be fantastic.
Now, just while we're on that, this particular round, starting today, starting this weekend, in round 6 of the Geelong Cricket Association, Geelong West are playing Leopold, and that will be played on Sunday out at Grovedale.
That's correct. I spoke to their president the other day, and their ground's actually out for the whole season, whereas we're probably going to be a bit luckier. We're going to have
at Geelong West Oval.
They've told them not to play on it until football season. I know there's other works being done to their ground as well.
Yeah, they're putting even a new velodrome around it. They're resurfacing the velodrome around the old West Oval.
So they're probably a little bit worse off than we are. We'll be probably lucky. According to the City Grade of Geelong, they're telling me January the 24th. I don't know where they got that date from, but at this stage, looking at the ground, the way it's coming on and the water we put into it, because we've got tank water, which comes from a sanctuary, so that's pretty good. We should be right to go. And I really am hoping we can be on the ground.
Knowing that they've spent so much money on the ground, though, Cameron, if there's a little bit of a hiccup, they'll just push that out to the end of the season.
Yes, I believe that it's the case too. Yeah. This is probably the 4th time we've been in this situation in 10 years. Each time it's harder. It is hard to do, but I think it's got to be done. This time next year, we won't even be thinking about that. We'll be thinking about playing again. So we'll get that out of their minds, the players, and we just move on from there.
Yeah, look, it's very hard to play Sunday cricket, Graham. I mean, all you want to do is play cricket on a Saturday. It disrupts your whole weekend because, normally you play Saturday, so you can go and have a
few beers afterwards.
That's right. Functions that are on through the cricket club, they're still running theirs on the Saturday. I mean, the club wouldn't see hardly any players there on a Saturday because they're going to play cricket on a Sunday, and then that goes further. Normally, all the players would come back and have something to eat on a Saturday night, but on a Sunday, all you want to do is get home because you got to go to work on Monday. So that'd be one of the main reasons why people don't want to play Sunday. The other main reason is because Sunday's normally a family day for and you look at our side, we do have a lot of old players in the side that do have families. So very tough times at Leopold with the unavailability of our ground. So I mean, we just got to push forward and got a massive game this weekend against Geelong West.
Cam, the club still sticks together very well. A great lot of culture out at Leopold, and a very good morning to some of our old friends out there. Mac Mason, always tunes in, Tootsie Fulton, and of course the man who just about owns Crown Lager, Mr. Jeffrey Rowe, the old Tixie. Their characters, and Jerry Connolly. Good morning to you, Jerry. Yeah, big one for you. It's always been a very friendly club, Leopold.
That side of it's very successful, Leopold. Yeah, good committee, good people that hang around. We've got a good selection of ladies that are there every week doing all the work. I mean, the club wouldn't run without them, and that's a fact. I mean, at that side of, like I said, there's a good community with the older fellas like Wayne Fulton, Toots, you mentioned before, Graham Drake. Those guys are there every Saturday behind the bar. Robin Barmby, who's a New Life member this year, he's there, does all the work. So that side of it's doing all right. Financial, but like Dino said, getting the players back is what we need. The functions and that, they're not as many people there on a Saturday night that we'd like, but I think we're getting there slowly. But yeah.
Now, at the start of the season, you at the club set up a new type structure with Harvey Stevenson as director of coaching.
That's correct.
How's that starting to pan up, particularly with the development of the younger players?
Yes, I was very happy with the what we've done this year. With obviously Dino, he was our coach last year and he didn't want to do it this year. I'm still happy to see him playing with the club, and so we had to go a new direction, which we did. Harvey Stevenson is the director coaching with Glenn Strobelak as an assistant bowling coach as well, with a leadership group of some senior players, and it seems to be working. They've got some long ways to go. I think they're working through that, and then time will tell. You talked about the juniors. That's one of the big things we're doing this year. We've got a junior development squad, and we're pushing a lot of juniors up through into the seniors, because for one thing they want to play anyway, and I'd say 80 to 90% of our under-17s are playing senior level. So in terms of rebuilding, in probably the next 5 years, we should be pretty strong if we keep on that road.
Yeah, there's 4 players that from the under-17s, Graham, that are playing seconds cricket at the moment. And one thing that Paul Murray has just introduced coming up this Thursday night is a buddy system, whereas a junior kid will be linked with a senior player, which is a fantastic idea. And that way, you know, if they've got any problems, they go to their buddy and talk it through.
Well, to the young man that has Dean Armstrong as his buddy, you take notice. He knows what it's all about. Life and cricket on the field and off the field. Just a joke there, Dino.
You've been me mentor.
Yes, I'll be your mentor. Cam, the performance of the club this year, you've only won 1 game so far, but you haven't been too far away. Who's been? What sides have impressed you the most so far?
Sides we've played?
Yes.
I think the game against South Barn was a great game. There was a lot of runs scored in that game. We were a bit unlucky that game. We one of our players, Rod Kittle, scored 132, and there was a good chase down by South Barn to get it in the end. It was probably 17 off 1 over, didn't do us any favours. Drop catch probably as well. But I think that it was a really good game to watch from both sides, and it was one we probably, in hindsight now, could have and probably should have won. The game against Grovedale last week was quite good. Cheetahs bowled very, very well. Very, very well. And I think the guys, he just tied us down too much. Some of the shots we played were probably the right selection at the time, and that it didn't do us any favours there.
Well, we wish Leopold all the very best for the continuance of this current cricket season in 008-009. Grovedale sit on top of the Geelong Cricket Association Division 1 ladder, unbeaten, as are South Barwon and St Joseph's. Yes, only 3 unbeaten sides after 6 rounds. East Belmont went down last round. But we'll be back to look at round 6 of the GCA in Division 1, a couple of Division 2, and of course, we're going to look at Division 3 as well after this break on the Geelong Cricket Show.
At Bendigo Bank, we like to help communities grow. We concentrate on delivering you great products and services.
I like you so very much. So much, in fact, I gotta wake you up. It's not that I have words.
Because we know that if you grow, the community will grow with you. At the Bendigo, it starts with you.